to the Faith and Workout. I'm your host, Anthony Knight. And once again, we're going to start the show like we started out every single week with an inspirational quote. And the inspirational quote this week is, don't treat people as bad as they are. Treat them as good as you are. In other words, don't do people like they do you. And sometimes that's hard to do because a lot of people do a lot of bad stuff, and a lot of times we just get in our feelings and we want to treat them like they treat us. And, sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. It is what it is, as they say. But it's easy to say, but extremely hard to do. But we're going to dive right into some of these topics. I got two specific topics I'm going to get into today. And I'm going to piggyback off one that I talked about last week, and that's Carlee Russell. And evidently, if you recall, Carlee Russell is the Alabama woman who told me she was kidnapped after she went missing for 2 days. She was arrested on Friday and charged with 2 misdemeanors for making false statements to police. The Hoover Police Department Chief Nicholas Perez announced during a press conference on Friday that the store opened up rooms for families whose loved ones really were victims of kidnapping. Perez said, and that's true. That is not a topic we need to be taken lightly, and it's a subject that means a lot to a lot of people, families that they love one word kidnapped, and to fake it is head shaking. He said that he shares in the frustration that Russell was only charged with misdemeanors, and said that he's calling on the state legislators to add an enhancement to the law. When somebody falsely reports kidnapping or any other violent crime. And from my understanding, I can kind of hear the frustration in his voice that the police chief, he wanted more than misdemeanor charges filed against him. Because you got to look at the manpower, all the effort, all the hours they put in looking for a ghost because nobody was missing. And that's a shame. And you know what the saddest thing about it? When they took her mug shot, she was smiling like it was a photo op. Like it was something to be proud of. And I don't know if that's something going on mentally or what the situation was. But in her case, that's nothing to smile at. You should be ashamed. And you should be your family should just, some things there ain't even enough words for. But to see her picture and to see her smiling and grinning like this was some kind of joke is embarrassing. And I can just imagine the families of people who were kidnapped and they were never found, or some that were found and the outcome didn't come out as well as this one. You gotta see the discouragement and this is embarrassing, and this is it was just embarrassing. That's really nothing else I can say about it, and I'm not gonna stay on this that long because it's a non-topic at this point. But it did say she was charged with one count of false reporting to law enforcement authorities and one count of falsely reporting an incident. Perez said each charge is a misdemeanor with a $1,000 fine, and each is punishable with up to 1 year in prison and potentially $6 fine if she is convicted. I don't see why she wouldn't be convicted. It's already been determined that none of this was true. So there's nothing that I can see or any reason I can see why she wouldn't be convicted. And then it says Russell was released after posting $2,000 bond according to Perez. And ABC News has reached out to the Russell attorney, Emerald Anthony, and the Russell family for comments. I'm not gonna stay long on that subject because joke. And anybody who tries to come to a defense, I got a few questions about you, because there's nothing to defend at this particular point. She was wrong. I don't really care the reason why. There's no excuse to play that game with the police. That's why the police chief is so mad, because you just got so many families that lose loved ones like this, and for you to be faking and acting like this is some kind of joke on the picture that you took is a disgrace to you. It should be. It really should. It tells a lot about your character. I'm not going, like I said, we're not going to stay long on that. I want to give a shout out to James Thomas. He's the owner of Green Glow Commercial Cleaning Service. They do bond condos, commercial, and residential. This guy right here is a good friend of mine. I've talked to him plenty of times, and he's always hustling. He's always putting in work on something. This is a new business he started. So if you need any commercial property, condos, residential, clean, this guy's the one you want to call. Once again, his name is James Thomas, 334-372-4888. You can also reach him on his email, which is jamesgreeneyes1964@gmail.com. And once again, this guy's got all your condos, commercial property, residential property needs for cleaning. Prices are very reasonable, and he's locally owned, so we always try to support locally owned businesses. This guy's real good, so you can give James Thomas a call at his number of 334-372-4888, or you can contact him through email. Once again, jamesgreeneyes1964@gmail.com. The next story I want to get to is one that actually affects our community. It was disheartening to hear about this that happened in Troy, Alabama. And I really have no idea why this happened. And we probably didn't know this Troy trailer park murder suspect denied bond. Troy, Alabama, during a near law hearing, a Troy man accused of shooting his girlfriend in front of her home was denied bond. On Thursday, July 26, at approximately 3:30 p.m., Troy police rushed to the 100 block of Northridge Circle after receiving reports of someone being shot. According to Troy police, when officers arrived, they found 59-year-old E.C.B. Meadows in the front yard of her home, dead from a gunshot wound. During the investigation, Lardy Woods, 78, was identified as a suspect and arrested in the same mobile home park. He is charged with 1 count of murder. Pike County District Attorney James Starbach says Woods and Meadows were dating, and in the days leading up to the murder, Woods had been arrested for multiple incidents of misdemeanor domestic violence. After the Nose Law hearing, Stephen Curtis, District Judge of Pike County, took the matter under investment and later moved to deny Woods bond. I don't disagree with that. He should not be allowed bond. If he did such a heinous crime as he did, he should not be allowed to get out. He is currently being held in Pike County Jail. This case is still under investigation by the Troy Police Department and the Pike County District Attorney Office. We gotta stop this nonsense. This unnecessary violence. This is nonsense. And I'm gonna talk directly to everybody. When you do something like this, you lose 2 lives. Shot and your life is gone. So that's 2 lives destroyed for unnecessary reasons. I don't know why we always have to resort to gun violence to solve anything. if you don't want to be with a person, or if you're not happy with a person, you don't always necessarily have to pick up a gun. You don't have to resort to violence, right? Because violence does not settle anything. It only causes more problems. But we're very quick to pick up a gun. Does that make you a sense of confidence? Does it give you a sense of entitlement? Do you feel brave because you picked up a gun? I don't know what the deal is, but you do not need to pick up a gun every time a dispute happens to solve it. Now, your life is ruined. You're 78 years old. This is when you're supposed to be living your best life. You be living yours in jail now. Prison. We don't know all the details about what happened. We don't know all the details according to what police department is investigating. But what we do know is a young lady, 59-year-old Essie Meadows, is no longer with us. Because Lardy Wood shot her. Now, that's what we do know. There's no explanation you can give to justify what you did. And that goes for anybody. There's no explanation for this. You got to be able to solve disputes in a more sensible way than always going grabbing a gun. That is foolishness. That is stupid, it's ignorant, and it makes no sense. You this old, you should have more sense than this. My God, this is uncalled for. What did you solve? You solved nothing under these circumstances. Instead of us coming together as a community, trying to live out our best lives, this is what you do. Really? So now, look what you're doing now. Now your life is over, baby. It's gonna be in jail. Your life is over. You be behind bars where you belong, but it's unnecessary violence. And it touched me because I used to live in North Street where this incident happened. And it was peaceful back then. We had our disputes here and there, but we didn't resort to violence because there's no reason to. We can always solve our differences in other ways. We don't always have to resort to getting together. That's all the information I have on that one right now. And the more we get, the more information we collect, the more we'll be able to come to our human artists and let them know more details on it. But right now, this is all we have. And this was supported WBHN.com. It's also on WSFA. It's sad. This is what we have resolved. This is what it is. Another thing I want to get into, and I know we moved because we happy to be back and pumped. Let's Talk 3 is back better than ever. We got big things planned in the future. We still advocating for help in our community, and we're still active in it. So we haven't went anywhere. We're still around. A lot of times just because you don't hear it, don't mean ain't nothing really done. A lot of things that we do, we don't do for credit or publicity. We do it because of what needs to be done. And that's what a lot of people need to realize, that you don't necessarily have to do things for recognition. Sometimes it needs to be done behind the scenes. That's what a lot of things we do are down behind the scenes. And we're going to continue working in the public outside and behind the scenes in the public. So we still do what we do. But the one thing I want to talk about is something that the governor in Florida said that really rubbed me the wrong way. And to anybody, any black person, it should rub me the wrong way. When he echoed the statement that slavery helped some black people. There's no good way to turn slavery into a positive. I'm sorry. And for him to speak those stupid words, because that's what they were, stupid. To say slavery benefited some black people, well, I want to know how. How did slavery benefit some black people, as he put it, some black people? Slavery benefited nobody but the slave owners. That's the only people who benefited from that. Nobody else benefited from that. So, Ron DeSantis, that's one stupid comment you made. It was ignorant. It was insensitive. And for the love of me, I have no idea what possessed you to say something so dumb. And the people in Florida, my message to you, if y'all stand for this, we tolerate this kind of disrespect, this kind of ignorance. Not all y'all, not everybody. But you need to raise your voice and stand up against it. And just do not allow him to get away with that. They're already passing laws to eliminate black history. But see, what they want to do is they want to teach only half the history. They don't want to teach it all. The thing about it, all history is not good history. But it also all needs to be taught. If you're not going to teach all of it, don't teach any of it. You don't pick and choose which parts of history you want to relive and talk about. It's history because it educates us to what our ancestors went through. And me, myself, I might not like a lot of stuff I read, but it's knowledge. It educates me. At least I know now what they went through. And to blatantly make it look like being a slave was a benefit, I can't wrap my mind around that concept because it was such an ignorant comment or statement that I cannot wrap my mind around why he said it. Well, I think I know why he said it. He's an idiot. That's why he said it. The only other thing I can think of is just my opinion, that he said it to rouse the racist base that he has down there. And let's just be honest, we're not going to cover it up. We're not going to act like it don't exist. We know it exists. And this is the only reason he says that. Because it's just as many white people as outraged as black people. And it should be. It should be. Because there's no place for that kind of stupidity. And there's no justification. There's nothing he can tell me. You can't tell me that, well, they was trained, by doing this, they was trained. Slaves did not get to pick and choose what work they do. And when they came from Africa, they had these skills already. So you didn't train them to do anything. The slave owner seemed free labor. So to say that they benefited, the slave owners benefited, and they're the only ones who benefited. Getting lynched, getting beat, working and not getting paid, getting raped, that is not a benefit. And don't try to come to me and try to justify and explain to me why it is. It's not a benefit. There's nothing beneficial about slavery. The only good thing about slavery is it don't exist like it did back then. It's no longer, it's outlawed. It's no longer slaves in the United States. I can't speak for other countries because I don't live in other countries. But as far as I know, in the United States it doesn't exist. That's the only good thing. And to fix your mouth and say it was a benefit to something like you should be flat out ashamed of yourself. Somebody need to play that back to him so he can see how stupid that sounds. And everybody that agrees with him, something is wrong with you. Jesse Waiters tried to justify that foolishness. The only thing that shows me, if that's the kind of mindset you have, you are a racist. Because if you're not a racist, you understand that there's no benefit in slavery. And there's nothing nobody else can convince me, talk to me, tell me, or whatever the situation is. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Life is too short to still be going through what my great-great-great-grandmother and granddad went through. Life is too short for that. The only way we're going to change this, and I'll say this again, if the people who are not affected or as outraged as the ones that are, that's when change happens. Change does not happen by talking about change. I listen to Joe Madison every day when I get up Monday through Friday, Urban View. And he said something that I echo. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit here and talk about it? Or are you going to put foot to pavement and get off your behind and go and make a change? Well, our group make changes. We don't just sit around and talk about change. We gonna get active. We make change. And we will not stand around and watch this go unchallenged and let him say these kind of remarks and we don't push back against them. We're going to continue pushing back against racism. We'll continue pushing back against homelessness, hunger, kids not having enough food after school, kids not having the right supplies to go to school, kids that are left out because they feel like nobody cares, and then they just fall back. We're not going to stand back and watch that. We're going to put our best foot forward, and we're going to do what we can do. And this is what we've been doing. This is what our group stands for, and this is what our group will always stand for. We will never stand for sitting around knowing that children that go to school that do not have the proper supplies to be able to learn on the same level that everybody else learned on. And we know this and we don't do anything, we are going to do something. We're going to do it if nobody else helps us do it. We're going to do it because it's something that needs to be done. I'm tired of hearing people always saying, we care about your community. We're here to help. But where are you at then? If you can talk it, walk it. Don't just say you love the community. Put your best foot forth and show that you love the community. I firmly believe this now. I'm not interested in what nobody says. I'm interested in what you show me. Because a lot of people claim they're community driven, and then they don't pick up nothing to help the community. The ones who can won't. The ones who can't try. But we're going to continue trying because we can. And we are never going to fall short of that because we know we're doing all we can do. And we're going to do it if we have to stand by ourselves and do it. And that's how we do things. Well, once again, it was a great show. It's always been a great show. Let's Talk Free is back in commission. The Faith and Work Hour is back on prime time. And we're going to continue doing what we do. So I'm going to say peace, 2 fingers. And we'll see you next week.